Hello and welcome to another set of turns of Dominion 6. I'm the Boss God, and we are playing as Pyrene in the slowest blitz. It's way down here. We're on turn 32. So, all the videos of the series thus far have been a little bit closer to the time of recording. I'm coming back now, essentially in real time. So it's been a little while because this game was played over the course of many months. But the better, it was like 9 or 10 months or something. It was obscene, but I think I have a pretty good idea still of what was going on. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. So we finished Blood Magic. We're doing some Call the Winds. Arcane Probing is a miss. We get attacked by werewolves, or well, werewolf with some wolves. Which I think this is the spell given where it's at here. Which I wonder if that's like his god. I don't think they have super easy access to an N4 to do Call the Wild. Miss on magic sites. We found 25 good blood slaves. And we've got some battles. We've got Ulm attacking into the throne with the monolith and the watchers. So these can be super dangerous. Let's pause real quick and see. I think there's a button. Let's see items on here. I swear there's a button that shows items. HP tab. Ah, there we go. So we've got some kitted out Black Lords with Smashers, plus some other gear. Ring of Lightning Resist. That's really helpful. Although even 15 Lightning Resist is not necessarily enough by itself against the Watchers. Got a hero and some other miscellaneous gear. Lots of girdles of might on the smiths, and each has one gem. Maybe doing Earth Elemental or something. But some Black Plate Infantry. Didn't put the mechanical or the Clockwork Horrors in on attack like he had these guys. Soldiers of Steel, Blessing, Lightning Resistant Warriors. Lightning Resistant Warriors big. And that's going to take these guys up to probably 15. Oh, still 15? This maybe didn't hit them, I guess. So first they got to break through these lions. These guys have a lot of invulnerability. So magic weapons would help a lot. The Ulmish commanders have, but not really any of the units. Tons of friendly fire coming in from the Watchers. That is not atypical. I think so far they have killed more of their own units by a pretty good margin. The Clockwork Horrors have made it. They're running to the back line. The Lions are holding out quite well until they get wrecked by Iron Blizzard, which makes sense. The real question here is just, does Ulm take too many casualties before he gets these bugs into contact with all these guys? All right, we got the heroes here. He's trying to get some smashing on, although I believe he's... Oh, he's not stunned. Smashed one. Giant warriors, nice. And then these are also kitted out guys. Gotta get them in contact. But definitely down to 2 HP on that guy. Watcher still have it putting out a decent amount of lightning. You could potentially kind of cheese this throne with if you have enough like long dead spam. You can just use up all the Watcher's ammo. And then all you got to worry about is the monolith. But I think what Ulm's got here should be more than sufficient. His real risk is if the monolith gets surrounded and the Watcher gets surrounded by stuff that doesn't have the Smashers, and then he can't break through, and then he HP routes. I think is his biggest risk here. But he's making good contact with the Smashers with, good contact with the Watchers with dudes with Smashers. Okay, they've routed. So they're gonna disintegrate. Now, the monolith, of course, can't go anywhere. Routed or otherwise. Oh, here comes gifts. Oh, nice little danger close gifts. That hurts. Ooh, he's getting absolutely smashed, though. Smasher coming in clutch. He has gotten good contact, so he should be fine here. And there you go. Ulm takes the throne. He lost 2 Black Lords, a hero. So we are obviously, like I said, we're way past the thing. So these are all going to be replay bug potentials. He did still win, but he lost a lot. 29, more like 31 Black Knights, 20 Infantry, 20 Guardians, 5 Commanders. It's a tough throne. We'll have to, for his sake, I hope it's a good one. Man attacks some Forest Trolls. I don't really care. With 200 longbows, Jiminy Christmas. That is a lot of longbows. Asphodel knocks off 1 PD. Asphodel knocks out a scout. This must be on a province that was previously under siege. We have a famous circus touring the besieged Jotunheim. So golden luck there. That's always fun. And +7 from plus 700 gold from a market. We need to have more markets. That's a ton of gold from a market. Conjuration rituals are cheaper this month. Our scout gets found out by Nabah in Ossuary. And we patrol out a scout from Ulm in Pyrene. And then we're trying to knock down some walls. So, what are we doing this turn? We're going to move more troops to help siege down Forest of Gun, and more troops to help siege down Jotunheim. I don't think we're particularly close. Yeah, lightly damaged, moderately damaged. Forts are, giant forts especially, are tough to take down. They require a lot of siege strength. And we're kind of trying to do some of this sieging on a bit of a budget, as it were. And a bit of a risk from a mage perspective, but Jotun has no more open provinces, so other than things he can summon, which he does have some good summons. He's got some sacred boar things, like Glossos, something like that, which are a bit dangerous. But yeah, besides that and these wolves, which we're going to go ahead and try and take back here, not a ton of stuff I think we're too worried about. I think Jotun should be pretty much in the ground very shortly. We are trying to make use of cheaper conjuration rituals, so we only have conjuration 3. So not a ton of stuff available to us. What we're doing though is we are going to get some more birds to get some patrol stuff down. I think we're moving. Who's moving here? Move. I don't remember why we're moving that particular guy. I think we're going to go build a temple here. Oh, this is not birds. Yeah, this is augury, which we are using the lost one to do some, or not augury, but arcane probing, to try and find some more gems. Yeah, here's the birds. Getting blood hunting operations. Joey Bean, it's people. Relax. Let's see. Besides that, arcane probing. We're doing a blood fecundity, a dwarven hammer. That's pretty much it. So as we wrap up this Jotunheim war, the big question is, what are we going to do next? And I think the answer for us is we're going to try and scale a bit. So here's my view on the situation. The people we border, so we border Nabah. Nabah has 0 access to thrones as it currently stands. This one is in Vanheim's control, or Vanarus's control. So fighting Nabah would gain us a lot of territory, but wouldn't necessarily get us any closer to winning. It would be nice to take Nabah off the table from the perspective of knocking out another sort of late game blood menace with the Shaitan. But ideally it will take him a long time to actually get there if he has to blood hunt from scratch. A lot of empowering to do. Now, once they do have a summon that has more blood, so once they sort of get some going, they can really snowball. And so it might be wise to attack Nabah, but we, Cookies and I have been pretty good allies so far. And I think we also kind of counterbalance each other. What I'm concerned about is the nations of the world going, okay, who's got strong blood? Pyrene? Okay, that's who we're gonna go and knock out. So that's my thoughts, sort of with dealing with Nabah. We could attack into Vanarus. Vanarus pretty easily dispatched Pythium. And we've got a relatively good border at this point. So we could deal a lot of good damage there. Fighting into, fighting elves is always kind of a pain, but, they're only so elfy in some ways. So we could look to take that war. He has lots of thrones, but he's also, he got to eat the entirety of Pythium. So he's going to be pretty big and pretty powerful. We got the better part of Jotunheim, but still not all of it. And we're not quite done yet. If Ulm has this throne, which I believe they do, because they already have 2 thrones and they just took this throne this turn, that means that Ulm, who's relatively small, has access to 3 thrones. So eating them would be really nice. That would put us at 3, 4, 5. So then we're in striking range easily of 6, but we need 7 to win. And that 7th throne is really far away. It's either here, substantially into this Man-Asphodel conflict. It's here, going all the way through Vanarus. This one is definitely not closer, and the others are underground. 2 more underground. So winning by thrones early is going to be hard. We're going to need to win at least 1 more war, and then we could look to throne rush. And the problem with Ulm is that we would get a lot of throne points, a lot of victory points, but not necessarily a ton of territory. They're not huge. And then we look like a colossal threat, right? We have 5 thrones with a 6th on our doorstep. I think we get coalition there too. And then, so that kind of leaves we can stab Man, who's busy fighting Asphodel, which I'm happy enough to see him fighting Asphodel. I do not want Asphodel to win, certainly. I don't really want Man to win either. I kind of just want them both to lose and die, and maybe we can stab Man eventually and pick this up and then look to do an invasion later. But we're kind of at the mercy of this is a free agent, this is a free agent, this is a free agent. If we stab Man, someone is going to stab us. So I think we kind of just have to chill. Now, the good news is that we're a nation that scales really well, so I think we can afford to chill. We can get our blood hunting online, and that's great. And I think that is probably what we're going to end up doing. But let's go ahead and go to turn 33. My main goal, as always, is to not get coalitioned until we can handle it. Abyssia said, who wants some of that burning kush? Found only in the hotlands of Abyssia. I don't know if this is a trade request for fire gems, or... Oh no, it's Mother Oak. Okay, thanks, Wallen. Miss on probing. Mother Oak went up. That's bad for us because we were kind of getting ready to cast it. But we didn't. I didn't cast it because I had heard that I had talked to multiple people, including Man, Asphodel, Nabah, maybe others. All of them had traded him nature gems, I think. It was a little while ago, but I know there was a lot of rumors that a lot of gems had been purchased by the Abyssians. And as we'll see in a sec, there's another reason. We're not necessarily looking to take it down right away. Fecundity is nice. That's going to give us a lot of extra scales in Pyrene. We're up to growth 4. So that's nice. Miss on magic sites, 28 blood slaves, 11 blood slaves. Was this a thug or what was it? Oh, it's just imps. This is the province he took from me before. So we're just going to do a nice little light raid to take it back. Certainly if he'd kept all his stuff here, we would have lost the unit, but as it stands, against 1 PD, this is more than sufficient. So that was easy enough. Conjuration rituals are cheaper, so we may look to keep taking advantage of that. Our scout gets patrolled out. and a bunch of places. Ooh, these are the patrol bonus guys. So that suggests blood hunting's coming up soon. We're still working on destroying the fort. Jotunheim is now severely damaged, at least. All right, so we took this back. That means we have not rooted out those werewolves. So there's still a little werewolf with some wolves party running around here. And he could kind of attack anywhere. I don't remember, you know, we've got some PD. That kind of party takes attrition, so kind of whatever. We're moving out a whole bunch of Sorgina onto Jotun. Jotunheim looks like it'll pop next turn, hopefully. So we want to go ahead and bring in our mage support. I don't remember, let's see, did we do a good job of scripting them, or I just planned not to get attacked? Yeah, I just planned not to get attacked. That's really lazy. We're just basically just doing a lot of mist form. I don't think, I mean, I can't imagine Jotunheim possibly breaking out, but the walls are too valuable. Their only chance of killing me is with those infinite rock wall defenders. So lazy, yes, but I think that the odds of him coming out are monstrously low. We'll keep going and sieging this down. Keep trying to search with our little glamour. Keep going for arcane probing. We only got the +1. We don't have anybody else who can use it anyway at present, until our god wakes up. So we're just trying to get these banked up, or maybe we can look to trade them later. Let's see, what else have we got going on this turn? Arcane probing, a bloodstone, call the wild, taking advantage of that conjuration, owl quill, doing some blood sack, temples going up. Temple's going up here, so we can blood sack this. Man has put temples, I've complained about this before, I'm sure, but has put so many freaking temples. It's incredibly obnoxious, and it's going to be a problem for us over here this whole time, right? Like, we don't have our Dominion in. Very annoying. We are eventually going to look to put our, put temples in this area, but given that there's still plenty of Jotunheim Dominion, and that's all going to go away for free when we, hopefully kill them the next couple turns, we'd kind of be ramming our head into a wall for no reason. So I'm okay with waiting on that one. Let's see, besides that, what are we up to? Blood hunting, how's our blood hunting going? It's not great, right? Yeah, you could definitely do a much better job than I did to kick this blood hunting off. You're right, all the Ackerbelts needs is any kind of patrol chaff, and you can get started. So, I would suggest blood hunting even sooner than I did. And we're up to blood 5, on our way to blood 6 in like 2 turns. And then at blood 6, we can start doing Ritual of the 5 Gates. So we'll go ahead and try and sneak in one more turn here. Go to turn 34. I have a lot of frickin' turns that I need to do something with. All right. The Silver Throne went to Ulm. Cast Call the Wild. We miss on Arcane Probing. Miss on our searching. Our god wakes up. We'll take a look at the god again in a moment. A lot more Blood Slaves this turn. 1 PD goes down. 1 PD goes down. We get attacked by the wolves. But like I said, this party takes attrition whenever it does anything, and there just aren't that many wolves. And so our 6 PD goes ahead and kills the wolves. The werewolf ran away. There he is. The werewolf is running away. And he's got nowhere to go, because that was a deep raid in Pavonia. So werewolf party is defeated. Wounded Sorgina, unfortunate. Conjuration rituals are still cheaper. Ulm loses a commander and some guardians to a barb attack. We did not successfully break Jotun, which is frustrating, because it means we wasted a whole bunch of time. A whole bunch of these mage turns. Could have gotten one more turn of research out of all these before we went. So that's annoying. We'll break it next turn. Frustrating. Yeah, like I said, these walls are kick-ass. They're very hard to get through. Probing. Yeah, another Call the Wilds. Call the Winds. A Witch's Ointment. This is our Pyrene unique item that lets you fly out of the miscellaneous slot. Very cool. I think that's blood and air to forge. Another Call the Wild. So we're just getting some siege chat or some patrol chaff set up. You know, they're obviously, as we progress through the game, there are more efficient options, but I don't think we're the main one being obviously some Great Eagles. But there's also undead potentially that are efficient too. We're not that close to that though. Conjuration 6 is a good ways off, and I don't think it's our next target after this either. So I think it's going to be a little while till we get more efficient stuff, and I want to get our blood. You know, I certainly don't want to wait. There'll be plenty of blood hunting to do later that we can get potentially look to get Great Eagles for if we still need more chaff. So I think this is a pretty fast turn. Nothing all that much changed. We failed to get through this, so we'll have to look to see if we can't get that next turn. I do think our site searching has been pretty poor. We've done a good job of getting an Acra belts all over. The Sorgina, not quite as much. Our fire income sucks. And we only have fire 1 besides our god. And so we can't very easily search it. We can't cast augury, again, besides the god. So it's kind of a pain. The god can forge, or could forge, a flame helmet, which would let us cast augury, but this costs 25 fire gems that we don't have. You know, we have 7, so that's pretty darn far away. We also don't have any thaumaturgy, and again, that's not part of our immediate plan. We will go ahead though and finish Blood 6 next turn, which is huge. Blood Rain is a really nice spell, and I guess in a sort of a silver lining, because we did get delayed on Jotun, we will have Blood Rain going into it. That's going to help us rout people off. Unfortunately, we don't have something like Wailing Winds to pair it with, but it's still, the morale loss is very important and critical. But Ritual of the Five Gates and Infernal Disease both available to us. Infernal Disease making it much harder for people to operate and attack us without losing commanders at a very cheap rate. And Ritual of the Five Gates summoning a whole bunch of demons. We also get access to Bind Ice Devil, which can break us into water on something that isn't our god, and Astral on something that isn't our god, and Death, which we haven't even got on our god. So Ice Devil also pretty nice. Pretty nice. Harm is okay. But we'll go ahead and I think call it for this turn. You can see we finished our first war, or almost have finished our first war, and so there is more income to be had, but we're already, I don't even think we're recruiting everywhere, are we? I guess we need one more bishop. We're not recruiting our sacreds because we're out. Yep, not recruiting anybody here. I think I meant, this is a bishop, right? Not a priest. Yeah. Gonna do more blood sack. Yeah, we already can't really recruit everywhere because we haven't got enough money. So that's definitely a problem. We need to get our scales, our Dominion in here and spread our scales, which will help. So there's avenues to increase our dollars, but it's something we're gonna have to work for. We could put more growth here. That'd be nice, although we will risk it turning into a forest. But all right, I will go ahead and call it here. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Have a great day.